Come to the opening of the last 4 packs from the M21 Magic the Gathering Booster Box, or the 2021 core set. I am still having a little bit of an issue with some of the network, but hopefully we will get through this without huge interference. So the last 4 packs here is a Teferi, the Chandras, and then the box is empty. All right, so let's see what we have in the last 4 packs here. So I think I am going to do, for the next box openings, I am going to do it in kind of the more popular format that you might be used to from other videos. I am going to record, I'm going to open a complete box of the next set, make a complete video, and go for the some of the uncommons and the rares in that video. So pretty much a format that you probably know from other box opening videos. Instead of this opening a couple of packs from the box in each video, I'm going to make a one video where I'm going to open the entire box, and I'm going to, instead of streaming it, I'm going to make a video and then upload it so it can be the best quality possible. All right, but for the last packs here, the first one we have is a red common instant Thrill of Possibility. So it costs 1 and a red to cast, and it says, as an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card and you get to draw 2 cards. Then we have a blue common instant, the Lofty Denial. It costs 1 and a blue to cast, and it says, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. Then we have a black common creature, a vampire. It's the Blood Glutton. So it's a 4/3 with lifelink, and it costs 4 and a black to cast. And that's about it. Yeah. And then we have a land, a common land, the Radiant Fountain. So it says, when Radiant Fountain enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life, and you can tap it for a diamond or a colorless mana. Then we have a green common instant Run Afoul. So it costs 1 green to cast, and it says target opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. Then we have a red common sorcery, Return to Slag. It costs 3 and 2 red to cast, and it says Return to Slag deals 5 damage to target creature, destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Then we have a white common creature, a griffin, the Gale Swooper. It's a 3/2 with flying that costs 3 and a white to cast, and it says when Gale Swooper enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Kind of sharing the flying ability there. Then we have a white, something up there, a white common instant Revitalize. So it costs 1 and a white to cast, and it says you gain 3 life and you draw a card. Then we have a green common sorcery. We have Hunter's Edge. It costs 3 and a green to cast, and it says put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So pretty cool that you can kind of ping something with that. So you put a 1/1 counter on it. Then we have a red common creature, a weird. So it's a Spellgorger Weird. It's a 2/2 creature that costs 2 and a red to cast, and it says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Spellgorger Weird. Then we have a blue common creature, a Drake. So it's the Tide Skimmer. It's a 2/3 flying that costs 3 and a blue to cast, and it says whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, draw a card. Then for the uncommons, we have, oh, that was actually an uncommon. That was just me who was completely unaware there. Then we have a red uncommon, a Havoc Jester. It's an uncommon red creature, a devil, that's a 5/5 that costs 4 and a red to cast, and it says whenever you sacrifice a permanent, Havoc Jester deals 1 damage to any target. Then we have a red uncommon instant. It's the Soul Seer. It costs 2 and a red to cast, and it says Soul Seer deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. That permanent loses indestructible until end of turn. So great way to get rid of a indestructible creature there. Ooh, nice. Then we have a Chandra. So it's a red mythic rare legendary planeswalker, the Chandra Heart of Fire, and it is the alternate art on this one. So it comes into the battlefield. It costs 3 and 2 red to cast, and it comes into the battlefield with 5 loyalty counters. And it says for +1, discard your hand, then exile the top 3 cards of your library until end of turn. You may play cards exiled this way. And then for another +1, Chandra Heart of Fire deals 2 damage to any target. And then for a -9, it said search your graveyard and library for any number of red instant or sorcery cards. Exile them, then shuffle your library. You may cast them this turn. Add 6 red mana. So pretty cool. Pretty nice rare mythic there. Then we have a mountain and a arena token. All right. You can see that we are still losing a bit of frames here and there, but it's on like 5%, so I hope we're still good. Not too much disruption in the stream. I think I might actually just try to reset this just to see how it goes in the upcoming ones. All right. Let's see here. The first one we have of the second pack is a green common creature, a cat. It's the Pride Malkin. So it's a 2/1 creature that costs 2 and a green to cast, and it says when Pride Malkin enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it also has trample. So pretty cool for those counter decks again. Then we have a red common creature, an elemental dog. It's the Ignis Cur. It's a 1/2 creature that costs 1 and a red to cast, and it says for 1 and a red, Ignis Cur gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. A great way to boost it there. Then we have a blue common creature, a spirit. It's the Tome Anima. So it's a 3/3 creature that costs 3 and a blue to cast, and it says Tome Anima can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. And we have a black common sorcery, Rise Again. It costs 4 and a black to cast, and it says return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we have a green common creature, a dinosaur, is the Drowsing Pteranodon. It's a 3/3 defender that costs 1 and a green to cast, and it says as long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Drowsing Pteranodon can attack as though it didn't have defender. Then we have a blue common creature, a spirit. It's the Roaming Ghostlight. It's a 3/2 with flying that costs 3 and 2 blue to cast, and it says when Roaming Ghostlight enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target non-spirit creature to its owner's hand. Then we have a white common instant. We have Swift Response. So it costs 1 and a white to cast, and it says destroy target tapped creature. Then we have another white common. This time it's a creature, a dwarf soldier, Staunch Shieldmate. So it's a 1/3 that costs 1 white to cast. Oh, and then we have a alternate art of a black common creature, a zombie. It's the Liliana's Steward. It's a 1/2 creature that costs 1 black to cast, and it says for tapping it, sacrifice Liliana's Steward, target opponent discards a card, activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Then we have a blue common creature, a Kraken. It's the Tolarian Kraken. So it's a 4/6 that costs 4 and 2 blue to cast. And it says whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1 mana. When you do, you may tap or untap target creature. And this is a uncommon. I didn't know if I mentioned that. Then we have another red uncommon creature. It's an elemental dog, Bolt Hound. So it's a 2/2 creature with haste that costs 2 and a red to cast, and it says whenever Bolt Hound attacks, and other creatures you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Then we have a black uncommon creature, a demon, is the Gormand. It's a 5/5 creature with trample and flying that costs 4 and 2 black to cast, and it says as an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. When Gormand enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature. So you sacrifice 1 and they sacrifice 1. Pretty cool. Then for the rare, we have a black rare creature, a zombie knight, Liliana's Standard Bearer. It's a 3/1 that has flash. It costs 2 and a black to cast, and it says when Liliana's Standard Bearer enters the battlefield, draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. Oh. Okay, pretty cool. Then we have a foil common black creature, a human rogue. It's a masked blackguard. It's a 2/1 creature with flash that costs 1 and a black to cast, and it says for 2 and a black, masked blackguard gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it is a foil, as you can see there. Pretty cool. Very nice. That's up here. There we go. Then we have Jungle Hollow, which comes into the battlefield tapped. You gain 1 life, and you can use it for either black or a green mana and a Goblin Wizard token. Alright, we are still losing a bit of frames. Again, like 5% of the frames, but I hope it is kind of okay. Not really sure what's going on with the internet at the moment, if it's just a lot of people streaming or what it could be. All right, we have a green common instant, a ranger skill. It costs 1 green to cast, and it says target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Then we have a red common instant, a sure strike. So it costs 1 and a red to cast, and it says target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Then we have another lofty denial. So the blue common instant. Then we have a black common sorcery, the sanguine indulgence. So it costs 3 and a black to cast, and it says this spell costs 3 less to cast if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And then we have another Pride Malkin, the little cat there. Then we have a red common creature, a ogre warrior. Is the Onak, ogre, I think. It's a 4/2 creature that costs 2 and a red to cast. Then we have a common instant red. It's shock. It costs 1 red to cast, and it says shock deals 2 damage to any target. Then we have another staunch shields mate. Sorry, not mage. Then we have a common artifact equipment, a short sword. Costs 1 to cast, and it says equipped creature gets +1/+1, and it costs 1 to equip. So pretty straightforward. Oh, there we go. Put it in the right order there. Then we have a black uncommon sorcery, pestilent maze. So it costs 1 and 2 black to cast, and it says choose 1. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn, or remove 2 loyalty counters from each planeswalker. Planeswalker. There we go. Then we have a white uncommon enchantment, Griffin Airy. Cost 1 and a white to cast, and it says at the beginning of your end step, if you've gained 3 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 white griffin creature token with flying. Pretty cool. Then we have a green uncommon creature, green uncommon creature, a dinosaur, Thrashing Brontodon. So it's a 3/4 creature that costs 1 and 2 green to cast, and for 1 it says sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It goes here. Then we have a blue rare Shacklegeist. It's a blue rare creature, a spirit. It's a 2/2 that has flying, cost 1 and a blue to cast, and it says Shacklegeist can block only creatures with flying. Okay. And it says tap 2 untapped spirits you control, and for that tap target creature you don't control. So pretty cool for a spirit tribal deck maybe there. Oh, very nice. We have another rare. This time it's not a foil, but it is a full art cultivate. So very, very beautiful card there, actually. So it's a green rare sorcery. It's Cultivate. It costs 2 and a green to cast, and it says search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards and put one into the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. Then shuffle your library. But a beautiful, beautiful card there, even though it isn't foil. Then we have Bloodfell's Caves, which is a land that comes into the battlefield tapped, and you gain 1 life, and you can get either a black or a red mana for it, and a Knight token. All right, last pack of the box. So let's hope maybe for a, oh, I think I just took the microphone there, for a mythic or something great here, the last stretch. As I said before, I am thinking about maybe just doing an entire box opening just as a video on the next run for the next Magic set, but I will be announcing that on the channel. Okay, so first off, on the last pack here, we have a green common creature, a plant wall. We had Portcullis Vine. It's a 0/3 defender, costs 1 green to cast, and for 2 mana and tapping it, sacrifice a creature with defender and you get to draw a card. Then we have a white common sorcery, Legion's Judgment. Costs 2 and a white to cast, and it says destroy target creature with 4 or greater. Power 4 or greater, sorry. Then we have a red common creature, a Cyclops. It's the Bone Pit Brute. It's a 4/5 with menace, and it costs 4 and 2 red to cast, and it says when Bone Pit Brute enters the battlefield, target creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. So pretty cool boost. Then we have a blue common creature, a Merfolk Wizard, Voldalian Arcanist. It's a 1/3 creature that costs 1 and a blue to cast, and it says for tapping it, add 1 diamond mana and spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. Then we have a black common creature, a zombie. We have the Caged Zombie. So it's a 2/3 that costs 2 and a black to cast, and it says for 1 and a black and tapping it, each opponent loses 2 life. Activate this ability only if a creature died this turn. Then we have a green common sorcery, Track Down. It costs 1 and a green to cast, and it says scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card or a land card, draw a card. Then we have a red common creature, an Ogre Warrior. It's the Turret Ogre. So it's a 4/3 with reach that costs 3 and a red to cast, and it says when Turret Ogre enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, Turret Ogre deals 2 damage to each opponent. Pretty cool. Then we have a common artifact creature, a Golem, Forgotten Sentinel. So it's a 4/3 creature, artifact creature that costs 4 to cast, and it says Forgotten Golem enters the battlefield tapped. Oh, so not that great for the mana cost, actually. Then we have a white common creature, a dog, the Rambunctious Mutt. It's a 3/4 that costs 3 and 2 white to cast, and it says When Rambunctious Mud enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Then we have a Liliana's Steward, a black common creature zombie. It's a 1/2 that costs 1 black to cast, and it says for tapping it, sacrifice Liliana's Steward, target opponent discards a card, activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Then for the uncommons, we have a white uncommon instant Angelic Ascension. It costs 1 and a white to cast, and it says exile target creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Then we have another uncommon. This time it's a multicolor creature, a human wizard, the Obsessive Stitcher. So it's a 0/3 creature that costs 1 and a blue and a black to cast, and it says for tapping it, draw a card, then discard a card, or for 2 and a blue and a black and tapping it, sacrifice Obsessive Stitcher, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we have a uncommon green enchantment, Garruk's Uprising. So it costs 2 and a green to cast, and it says when Garruk's Uprising enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample. And it also says whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Pretty cool. Then we have for the rare, last rare of the pack, or the box, we have Nyambi Esteemed Speaker. It's a multicolor legendary creature, a human cleric. It's a 2/1 with flash that costs 1 white and 1 blue to cast, and it says when Nyambi Esteemed Speaker enters the battlefield, you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain life equal to that creature's converted mana cost. And for 1 and a white and a blue and tapping Nyambi, discard a legendary card, you get to draw 2 cards. So if you're running a lot of legendary cards in your deck, this is actually a pretty cool ability. All right, and we have a forest and a night token at the end here. Okay, so this was the contents of the last 4 packs from the M21 booster box from Magic the Gathering, or the Core 2021. Pretty cool set, and I really do like all of the new extended arts and alternate art cards there are, and I do love the fact that you can both get it in the rares, the uncommons, and the commons as well. And as I've been told, I think I only have one specific copy of it, but I've heard that Teferi, Master of Time, actually comes in like 8 or 9 different alternate arts and foils and stuff like that. So I really love the fact that they're doing that to the cards, just to make it a little bit more special, and also to make some of the cards a little bit more rare. Even though you do get the abilities, the different art styles can be rare, and the different foils can also have a specific rarity. So I do love that. As I mentioned, I think in the last video, and also I think in the beginning of this video, the next set, which I can't remember which one it is, but The next set, standard set from Magic the Gathering, I am going to make a video instead where I'm going to open an entire booster box in the video instead. I am not going to be streaming it because there's simply not that many people that actually watch the streams. Most people watch the videos afterwards anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video, a high quality video, upload it on the, I think I'm going to try and do it on the day of release for the next set. So yeah, but I am going to try to stream some more gaming, some more PlayStation 4 gaming on my channel. And I am going to be streaming that because some people do actually come into that, and I can also engage more with the viewers in that particular format. So that was just kind of an update. But thank you for watching. This was a pretty good packs here. We got a mythic rare. We got 4 different rares, and we got the cultivate in the extended art as well. So that was pretty cool. Thank you for watching the video. If you did like it, please leave a like. And if you have any comments for me, I do apologize for some of the frames being lost due to some network difficulties. I've had them all day. I actually canceled some of the earlier streams because it was way worse at that point. But I think I am going to make the videos in a higher quality in future and then upload them instead. So watch out for that. So if you are interested in seeing or in the upcoming both streams and new videos, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want notification, please hit that notification bell as well. So, but until the next video and until next time, stay safe and have a good day, night, and a safe life. Bye.